Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. सभी प्रेम से बोलिए. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo, 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 Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Nam boliye. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. सारे लोग प्रेम से बोलिए, हरि नाम बोलिए. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Samasitam Buddha Sundarangam Kandar Agom Vikamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Angani Yasa Sakalen Priya Priti Manti Vasyan Dipan Dikayanti Jiram Naganti Ananda Chinmaya Sadhu Jala Vigrahasya Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham
Jaya Radha Shyama Sundar Radha Shyama Sundar Radhe Jaya Jai Krishna Balaram Jai Krishna Balaram Jai Krishna Balaram Jaya Krishna Balaram Jaya Jaya Gauranitai Jai Gauranitai Jai Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Jai Prabhupada Jai Prabhupada Jai Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jai Prabhupada Jai Prabhupada Jai Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti Sadma Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti Sadma Vando Mui Savadhanamate Vando Mui Savadhanamate Jahara Prasade Bhai E Bhavatariya Jai Jahara Prasade Bhai Bhavatariya Jai Krishna Prapti Hoi Jaha Hoite Krishna Prapti Hoi Jaha Hoite Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitete Koriya Aikya Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitete Koriya Aikya Arna Kori Hamaneya Shai Arna Kori Hamaneya Shai Shri Guru Charane Arati Aise Uttamagati. Shri Guru Charane Rati Aise Uttamagati. Jai Prasade Pure Sarva Jai. Jai Prasade Pure Sarva Jai. चक्षुधान दिलो जय जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से चक्षुदान दिलो जय जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशिता दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशिता प्रेम भक्ति जहाँ होते अविद्या विनाश जाते प्रेम भक्ति जहाँ होते अविद्या विनाश जाते वेदे गाय जहर चरिता वेदे गाय जहर चरिता श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु अधम जनार बंधु श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु अधम जनार बंधु लोकनाथ लोकेर जीवाना लोकनाथ लोकेर जीवाना आहा प्रभु करो दया दे हमारे पादाचाया आहा प्रभु करो दया दे हमारे पादाचाया ए भैया कुछ त्रिभुवाना ए भैया कुछ त्रिभुवाना आहा प्रभु करो दया दे हमारे पादाचाया प्रभुपाद पतित पावना प्रभुपाद पतित पावना जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद नमाम विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Shama Sundar, Radha Shama Sundar Radhe Jaya. Jai Jai Radha Shama Sundar Radha Shama Sundar Radhe. We have time. Jaya Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Radhe Jaya. Jaya Radha Madana Mohan Radha Madana Mohan Radhe Jaya. Jai Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Radhe. Can someone else lead now? My voice is going away.
Hare
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Vrindavan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo, bolo. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Om Tat Sat. Dhanyavad.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunjabiyare Gopi Jana Valava Girivaridare Yashodanananda Vrajajana Ranjana Yashodanananda Vrajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachare Yamuna Tira Vanachare Jaya Radha Madhava Kunjabiyare Jaya Gopi Jana Valava Girivaridare Yashodanananda Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanananda Brajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachare Yamuna Tira Vanachare Jaya Radha Madhava Kunjabiyare Jaya Gopi Jana Valava Girivaridare Yashodanananda Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanananda Brajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachare Yamuna Tira Vanachare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Krishna Balaram, Jai Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jai Krishna Balaram. Jaya Radhe Shyam, Lalita Vishaka, Jaya Radhe Shyam, Jaya Lalita Vishaka. Jaya Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita, Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jai Jai Gurudev, 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 Jai Gurudev. Anytime Gaur Hariva, 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 Gaur Hariva. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajagacharya Stotra Sata Sri Srimat. His Divine Grace Abhaya Charanara Vrindavan Bhakti Vedanta Swami Jagat Guru Shla Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Nitalila Pravista Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajagacharya Stotra Sata Sri Srimat. His Divine Grace Shla Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada Maharaj Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Brahmacharya Shla Haridas Thakre Ki Jai. Prem se kaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Sri Sri Radha Krishna Gopinath Shama Kund Radha Kund Giri Govardhama Ki Jai. Sri Vrindavan Dhamma Ki Jai. Sri Mathura Dhamma Ki Jai. Sri Ramayapur Dhamma Ki Jai. Shri Navadvip Dhamma ki jai, Nilachala Jagannatapuri Dhamma ki jai, Ayodhya Dhamma ki jai, Dwaraka Dhamma ki jai, Gangamai ki jai, Yamunamai ki jai, Tulsi Devi ki jai, Bhakti Devi ki jai, Sri Sri Krishna Balaram ki jai, Shri Shri Radhe Sham Lalita Vishaka ki jai, Shri Shri Gauranitai ki jai, Harinam Sankirtana ki jai, Grand Raj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Jagar Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Samavera Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Nitai Shri Gaura Premanandi. All glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru, all glories to Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Narayana Namaskritya Narachaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraya Nashtapraya Swabhadresu Nityam Bhagavatam Sevaya Bhagavati Uttamasloke Bhakti Bhavati Naistiki Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So this morning we are reading from the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 52, entitled Rukmini's Message to Krishna. And today we are treating texts 34, 35, and 36. 34 and 35, they have no purports. So I will just read through that, then we go to 36, which is on the board. So 34 says, I think that's 34 on the board, actually.
All on the board.
All on the board. Okay, so we read 34, 35, then we'll go to 36. 34 says, Kachidva kushalam brahman rajato yashahi prajaha. Alone, I will do it. Then we'll do the third one together. Kachidva kushalam brahman rajato yashahi prajaha. Shukam vishanti vishaye pralya manasame priyaha. Translation. O Brahmana, is your king attending to your welfare? Indeed, that king in whose country the citizens are happy and protected is very dear to me. Text 35 says, Yatastvam agato drugam nishtriyeha yat Ichaya sarvam no bruhi aguyam chet kim karyam karvamate. Translation. Whence have you come, crossing the impassable sea, and for what purpose? Explain all this to us, if it is not a secret, and tell us what we may do for you. So now 36. Evam saprishta samprashno Brahmana prameshtina Lila grihita dehena Tasmai sarvam avaranayat Evam samprashta samprashno Brahmana parameshtina Lila grihita dehena Tasmai sarvam avaranayat Evam samprishna samprashno Brahmana prameshtita Lila griha dehena Tasmai sarvam avarnayat. Evam saprishna samprasno Brahmana pramenestina Nilagriha dehena Tasmai sarvam avarnayat Evam samprishna samprashno Brahmana pramestina Nilagrihita dehena Tasmai sarvam avarnayat Evam samprishna samprashno Brahmana prameshtina Nilagrihita dehena Tasmai sarvam avarnayat. Matajis. Evam samprishna samprashno Brahmana parameshtina Nilagrihita dehena Tasma sarvam avarnayat. Evam samprishna samprashno Brahmana parameshtina Nilagrihita dehena Tasmai sarvam avarnayat. Word for word translation. Evam, thus. Samprishna, asked. Samprashna, questions. Brahmanaha, the Brahmana. Parameshtina, by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Lila, as his pastimes. Grihita, who assumes. Dehena, his bodies. Tasmai, to him. Sarvam, everything. Avarnayat, he related. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Laisi Bhakti Vedanta Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. Thus questioned by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who incarnates to perform his pastimes, the Brahmana told him everything. Kindly repeat responsibly. Thus questioned by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who incarnates to perform his pastimes, the Brahmana told him everything. Purport. The word grihita may be translated as grasped or caught, and thus exactly as in English may also mean to perceive or understand something. Therefore, Lord Krishna's transcendental body is perceived, understood, or in other words, grasped by the devotees when the Lord comes to exhibit his transcendental pastimes. These pastimes are not whimsical, but are a part of the complex program structured and executed by the Lord himself for awakening the conditioned souls to their natural love and devotion for him and bringing them back to Godhead. Om Jnana-Timirasya Jnanan Jnana-Salakaya Chakshuram-Militam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yukta Padakamalam Sri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Ragunastam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvetam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakam Vitamscha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Tirtha Swami Iti Namini Namaste Krishna Padaya Prabhupada Asri Tatmane Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Bhakti Tetareti Namini Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvese Sasunyavadi Pasachade Satarini Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namini Gaura Twize Namaha Nityanando Vatutendurva Sudha Pranavalabhar Janavir Jivita Patir Krishna Prema Pradaprabhu Padmavati Sutta Srimam Sachirananda Purvajaha Bhavom Mata Jagatrakta Rakta Gora Klevaraha Advaitam Harinadvaita Acharyam Bhakti Shamshanat Bhaktavataram Itam Sham Advaita Acharya Shraye Panchatattvamakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Sarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakti Shaktikam Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Nama Pankajanabaya Nama Pankajamaline Nama Pankajanetraya Namaste Pankajagraye Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmanahitaya Cha Jagaritaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopita Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Jayatam Surato Pango Mama Madhirgatima Sarvaswa Padambu Joradha Mandana Mohano Divyat Vrindaranya Kalpadrumada Srimat Radhatgara Simhastanastau Srila Govinda Devo Prishyali Bisivya Manosmarami Shri Mamra Sarasarambi Vamsivata Tatastita Karsan Venu Swanai Gopi Gopinata Sriye Stunaha Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Brishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Devi Krishna Mai Prokta Radhika Paradevata Sarva Lakshmi Mai Sarvam Kanti Samohini Paraha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Siva Sari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. So translations again. Text 34 says, O Brahmana, is your king attending to your welfare? Indeed, that king in whose country the citizens are happy and protected is very dear to me. And text 35 says, whence have you come, crossing the impassable sea, and for what purpose? Explain all this to us, if it is not a secret, and tell us what we may do for you. And text 36 says, thus questioned by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who incarnates to perform his pastimes, the Brahmana told him everything. Mukam karoti vachalam pangam lagaete grim, yat kripatama hadvande, Shri Guru Dinataranam, Paramanam Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram, Akanda Mandalakaram Vyaptayina Characharam, Tatpadam Dashitam Yena, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Hare Krishna. So everyone is welcome to this morning's Srimad Bhagavatam class. And before we proceed to say something in connection to this 3 beautiful verses, we seek the blessings of all the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis who are assembled here this morning, so that we can say something that would benefit us in our progress in Krishna consciousness, and probably may also benefit the audience. Srila Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami says, Durga me pati me indasya sakalat gate muhuru pada muhuru swa kripa yasti danena santa santu avalambalam. Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami is saying that one cannot achieve anything in spiritual life without the mercy or the support of the Vaishnavas. Very true. Absolutely true. We are all sitting here in Vrindavan Dham simply by the mercy of one personality. Who is that personality? His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Jagar Guru Srila Prabhupada. If not for him, I don't think I would even dream of being in Vrindavan. But by the singular mercy of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Jagar Guru Srila Prabhupada, He has brought all of us together in this holy dham of Sri Vrindavan. Very amazing. So the mercy of the Vaishnavas, the mercy of the devotees is very, very crucial for our advancement in Krishna consciousness. In fact, in the Bhakti Sandarbhas, Srila Jiva Goswami highlights very much on this point. He says devotional service cannot be performed in isolation. In fact, he says that Krishna does not give his mercy directly to a living entity. He passes it through his devotees. So anyone who claims or who says that I can do without devotees, he is not qualified to get Krishna's mercy. Anyone who claims that I can do without the devotees of Krishna, he is unqualified to receive the mercy of Krishna. That devotee who depends on the mercy of the devotees, that person, he will make substantive progress in Krishna consciousness. So Krishna Das again says, Sadhu Sangha, Krishna Kripa, Bhakti Swabhava. First principle is Sadhu Sangha. It is only through Sadhu Sangha that we can get Krishna's mercy. And when we get Krishna's mercy, then the process of bhakti becomes very easy. It is a chain reaction. One thing leads to the other. And we are all sitting here because of that mercy. If Srila Prabhupada had not taken the trouble in a very advanced age to travel west, to go to America, to start this movement, the mercy would not flow. So therefore, we are all very much indebted to His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada. Whatever we are getting, whatever we are experiencing, we must understand that is coming from His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada. And therefore, we must do everything possible to please Srila Prabhupada. We are indebted to Srila Prabhupada. We cannot pay that debt to Srila Prabhupada. We cannot. So we just try. We just try. And that attempt to please Srila Prabhupada will please him. So I depend on the mercy of all the Vaishnavas here, especially my superiors, We have Srila Prabhupada disciples who are here. We have my seniors who joined this movement before me who are here. We have very advanced devotees who are here, much more advanced than we think they are here. So we need the mercy of all of these wonderful Vaishnavas so that we can say something relevant to our own progress in Krishna consciousness. So, Lord Krishna is asking the Brahmana some questions. In 34 he says, "O Brahmana, is your king attending to your welfare? Indeed, that king in whose country the citizens are happy and protected is very dear to me." Then the next question, it says, "Whence have you come, crossing the impassable sea, and for what purpose? Explain all this to us, if it is not a secret, and tell us what we may do for you." So in a similar circumstances, Lord Krishna seems to be asking these questions in order to know. But that is not the case. Ata avigyayam Bhagavan Sarvarma Sarvadashnaha. Shukadeva Goswami says, when the Lord asks these questions, it should be understood that he is just asking out of love. He's asking to fulfill his pastimes and to exchange his affection with the devotees. Because Krishna is all-knowing. Ata agyayam. He is all-knowing. Sarvatma sarvadeshanam. Sarvatma means he is the super soul in everyone's heart. He is sitting in everyone's heart. Sarvasya chaham hriday sanivisto mata smriti gyanam apohanam cha. Krishna is sitting in everyone's heart. So does he need to ask us to know what is in our minds? Does he need to ask questions to know what is happening? No. He is the Supreme Lord. He sits in everyone's heart. He knows present, he knows past, present, and future. Vedaham samatityani. Krishna knows the past, the present, and the future. And he is seated in everyone's heart. So he doesn't need to ask anybody any question to know what is happening. He does not ask these questions because he needs it. No. Krishna asks these questions for the purpose of his Leela and for the purpose of exchanging his loving affairs, loving relationships, loving affection for his devotee. So, Srila Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur says that actually these questions are asked out of Krishna's affection for the Brahmana messenger who had come with a letter from Rukmini. Srila Jiva Goswami mentions that there are three kinds of messengers. The first type of messenger is called Amitata. Amitata. Amritata means self-appointed. There are messengers who are self-appointed. They they just want to render some service. So they appoint themselves to become messengers. Then the second type of a messenger is called Shrishthitata. Shrishthitata. They are appointed. They are delegated. They are given the power to deliver a message. And then we have Patrahara. That's the third category of messengers. Patrahara. Patrahara means a person who carries a love message from one couple to the other. So this Brahmana is in this category. He is a Patrahara. He is carrying the message of love from Rukmini to Krishna. So Krishna is feeling so happy. Krishna is feeling very indebted. Krishna is feeling appreciative of the fact that this Brahmana has gone through a lot of trouble to bring that message to him in Dwaraka. So therefore, he is asking these questions out of affection, out of love for the Brahmana, and not because he does not know. When we ask questions, we don't know, and we want to know, so we ask questions. But when the Supreme Personality of Godhead asks questions, he's not asking because he does not know. He knows everything, but he is simply exchanging his affection with the devotee. In relation to the verse 36, that's questioned by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who incarnates to perform his pastimes. The Brahmana told him everything. So, obviously, questions demand answers. Once Krishna has asked this Brahmana questions, he must answer. So the Brahmana had answered all the questions that the Supreme Personality of Godhead had demanded. In the Proportional Prabhupada writes, the word grihita may be translated as grasp or caught. And thus, exactly as in English, may also mean to perceive or to understand something. So, Krishna's form is transcendental. Krishna's pastimes are transcendental. Krishna's name is transcendental. Krishna Nam, Krishna Gun, Krishna Lila Vrinda, Krishnera Sarupena Sarvachit Ananda. Krishna's name, Krishna's form, Krishna's activities, his leelas, they are all transcendental and they are full of bliss. That is the nature of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, the Brahmana must be feeling very excited. He must be feeling very happy in Krishna's association. Actually, in the Bhagavad-Gita, Krishna tells Arjuna, Bhaktya mam abhijanante, yavan yas chasmi tatwataha, that I can only be known by devotional service. And elsewhere also, Krishna says the same thing, that you are seeing me standing before you in my 200 form because of Ananya Bhakti, because of pure devotional service. So we can understand that this Brahmana that Rukmini had sent to deliver this message to Krishna in Dwaraka, he is a very fortunate Brahmana. He's a very exalted personality. To come face to face with the Supreme Personality of Godhead and deliver the message of Rukmini to Krishna, we must understand that he is very fortunate. And so there is some exchange going on. Krishna is relishing the devotional service of this Brahmana, and this Brahmana is relishing the wonderful, blissful presence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In the purport, Srila Prabhupada further says that, therefore, Lord Krishna's transcendental body is perceived, understood, or other words, grasped by the devotees when the Lord comes to exhibit his transcendental pastimes. So, Bhaktanam Anugrahaya. The Lord does not come into the material world to enjoy the material world. The Lord comes into the material world just because of his devotees. Prapachanam nishprapachopi. The Lord has no business in this material world. He has a lot of transcendental activities in the spiritual world. He is relishing the services of pure devotees in the spiritual world. What has he got to do with this horrible place called the material world? Krishna has no business with the material world. Yet, the Lord comes. Why does he come? He comes because he wants to give pleasure to the devotees. Prapana Jatananda. Prapana Jatananda. The Lord comes into the material world for one reason: to enhance the devotees' pleasure. Paritranaya sadunam vinasaya chaduskritam. Krishna says, I come into this material world for two reasons. Paritranaya sadunam, to give pleasure to the devotees, vinasaya chaduskritam, and to annihilate all the demons. So therefore, Krishna's coming into the material world is to display his mercy. Without Krishna appearing in Vrindavan and giving us the opportunity to come to Vrindavan, how can we get purified? So therefore, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur mentions in the Jivadam that Krishna, he comes into the material world to display his mercy in three ways. Alokana Dana Kripa. Alokana Dana Kripa means when the Lord descends and makes himself available for everyone to see him. That's called Alokana Dana Kripa. Krishna is standing on the altar. Gaur-Nitai is standing on the altar. Sri Krishna Balaram is standing on the altar. Radha Shama Sundara Lalita Vishaka, they're standing on the altar. And every day we are all coming and taking darshan of them. Thousands and millions of people are coming to take darshan of him. This is called Aloka Dana Kripa. This is Krishna's mercy that Krishna is giving to every living entity in the material world when he descends. That is Krishna's mercy. In the Krishna book, it is described how there were two devotees in Mithila. Bahulaswa, he was a king of Mithila. And Shrutadeva, he was a very poor Brahmana. But they were such exalted devotees of Krishna, and they had a desire to see Krishna. And Krishna understood, while he was in Dwaraka, that two of my devotees in Mithila, they want to see me. They have a desire to see me. Let me go and give them my darshan. So Krishna traveled all the way from Dwaraka, western India, to northern India, just to give that Aloka Dana Kripa, just to give that mercy. And of course, the devotees are very merciful. By traveling from Dwaraka to Mithila, the news spread that the Supreme Personality of Godhead is coming on with his entourage. And so people lined up by the roadside. Both sides of the road was jam-packed with human beings, all desiring to have that Alokana Dana Kripa. And they all got it. So Krishna is standing here and is offering that Alokana Dana Kripa, that mercy of seeing him. And anybody who sees these transcendental forms of the Lord, his life is changed. His karma is wiped off. He will not continue with the samsara any longer. Just by coming and having darshan of these beautiful forms and hearing the holy names, our karma is wiped off. We have changed our course of action. We are now on the path back home, back to Godhead. That is the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The second type of mercy is called Harda Kripa. Harda Kripa means when Krishna enters the heart of a devotee and empowers the devotee. For example, Shukadeva Goswami. Lord Krishna entered the heart of Shukadeva Goswami and empowered him to speak Srimad Bhagavatam. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu entered the hearts of Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami and empowered them to rediscover Vrindavan and write so many scriptures for the benefit of all of us. That is called Harda Kripa. And Krishna can enter anyone's heart here. Krishna entered the heart of Srila Prabhupada and gave us the Bhakti-Vedanta purports. Krishna can enter anyone's heart. Whoever is ready, whoever is trying to serve the Lord, whoever is displaying some sincerity, Krishna can use him. Krishna can enter your heart, and Krishna can empower you to do the unimaginable. That is when Krishna empowers the living entity. The third type of mercy is called Vachika Kripa. Vachika Kripa means the mercy of the words of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. When Akura came to Vrindavan with a very special chariot to take Krishna and Balaram out of Vrindavan on the order of Kamsa. When Akura arrived, it was on a Ekadashi day. He arrived in Vrindavan on an Ekadashi day. And the news he brought was not received by the Brijabasis. It was no good news. Coming to take Krishna out of Vrindavan was just too painful to perceive by the Brijabasis, and especially the gopis. That night, the gopis did not sleep. When they heard that Akura had arrived from Mathura to take Krishna out of Vrindavan, they could not sleep. They were figuring out how they were going to stop Akura from taking their loving object, the object of love, out of Vrindavan. Yet the next day, Krishna and Balaram, they voluntarily mounted the chariot and they were ready to leave. The gopis could not comprehend this. So what did they do? They blocked the road. They formed a human barricade and they blocked the road. They said, Akura, you will not drive this chariot out of Vrindavan. We will not allow you to take away our beloved Krishna. And in fact, it said that at some point, they were getting violent. When they saw Krishna was not saying anything. Krishna was just sitting there, neutral to the situation. They were thinking Krishna would say, no, I won't go. But Krishna kept quiet. And so the gopis were thinking, it looks like Krishna wants to leave us. We will not allow this. So they began to heckle Akura. They want to pull him down from the chariot so that he will not take a chariot out. At that point, Krishna spoke. Krishna said, my dear gopis, please, I have a mission to execute in Mathura. So please allow the chariot to drive out of Vrindavan. As soon as I finish that mission, I shall return. And those words, I shall come back. The gopis accepted that as Krishna's mercy. And they immediately dismantled their human barrier, and they allowed Akura to take the chariot with Krishna and Balaram out of Vrindavan. And those words, I shall come back, remain with the gopis for the rest of their lives. Even though Krishna never came back, but they were always remembering, I shall come back. So it is said that these words of Krishna are his mercy. When Krishna spoke Bhagavad-Gita, he was thinking of all of us in Kali Yuga. Krishna seemingly spoke to Arjuna, but actually Krishna spoke to the whole world. Because the Bhagavad-Gita, the message of Bhagavad-Gita is for the entire creation, it's for the entire world. And so that is also Krishna's mercy. Many times I come across people who say that I don't want to keep Bhagavad-Gita in my house because Bhagavad-Gita is a book of war. I've met people like that. I don't want to take Bhagavad-Gita because it's a book of war. And I said, what do you mean by that? This is Vachika Kripa. This is Krishna's mercy. Krishna is giving his mercy to every living entity, and you are denying that mercy? You are refusing that mercy? Bhagavad-Gita is not a book of war. Bhagavad-Gita is mercy of Krishna. It's Vachika Kripa. Krishna's words and Krishna himself, there is no difference. So keeping Bhagavad-Gita at home, we are actually keeping Krishna's mercy at home. So in these three ways, Krishna delivers his mercy to the living entities of this world. As Srila Prabhupada has mentioned, that these pastimes are not whimsical, but are part of the complex program structured and executed by the Lord himself for awakening the conditioned souls to their natural love and devotion for him and bringing them back to Godhead. So when the Lord comes into the material world, he has no other business besides giving us the opportunity to see him, giving us the opportunity to hear about him, giving us the opportunity to render some service to him. And by such activity, he is bringing every living entity back home, back to Godhead. That is the mission of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he appeared in this world 500 years ago with the same mission. Vande Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna Bhavam Mitahi Yaha, Aswadyan Swadayam Bhaktam Premadiksham Asikshayad. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in this world for one reason. And that reason is to taste the nectar of the holy names of Krishna and to distribute that nectar far and wide so that every living entity would get a chance to return home, back to Godhead. So when the Lord comes into the material world, he has one mission in mind, to give the living entity the opportunity to know him, to see him, and to glorify him. And by such activity, the living entities are given the chance to go back home, back to Godhead. Today happens to be the disappearance of a very important personality, Madhvacharya. So I think we'll say something about him. He's a very, very exalted Vaishnava. And Madhvacharya, also known as Purna Pragya, and also Ananda Tirtha. He was born in the year 1238 AD in a place very close to Udupi in South India, Karnataka. He was considered an incarnation of Vayu. He had an unusually very strong physique and extraordinary intelligence. Due to his physique, he could fight tigers. It is said that once one of his sannyas candidates was attacked by a Bengali tiger. And Madhvacharya faced the tiger and fought the tiger and defeated the tiger. And the tiger walked away with his tail between his legs. That is his strength. He could fight tigers. He took Diksha at the age of 5. And he took sannyas at the age of 12. And immediately after taking sannyas at the age of 12, he left home. So you can understand. At the age of 12, where were we? We were still playing around with our parents. Drawing attention, seeking attention from our parents. But at the age of 12, Sri Madhvacharya had taken sannyas and was gone to preach. So it's a very special personality. His mission was to fight and defeat the Mayavadis, the Buddhists, the atheists, the agnostics, and anything that does not pertain to accepting the Supreme Personality of Godhead as supreme. Madhvacharya defeated it. He fought fiercely. He traveled the length and breadth of India preaching personal theism and devotion to Lord Krishna. He had a desire to meet Srila Vyasadeva, so he journeyed all the way up the Himalayas. And he had darshan of Srila Vyasadeva. He had written a commentary on Bhagavad-Gita, and he wanted Srila Vyasadeva to authorize it, to authenticate it. So he journeyed all the way up to the Himalayas to meet Srila Vyasadeva. And Srila Vyasadeva gave him audience and asked him to read his commentary. And so for days and nights, Srila Madhvacharya read his commentaries to the hearing of Srila Vyasadeva. And Srila Vyasadeva gave his authentication. He said, wonderful, go ahead and publish it. And Srila Vyasadeva also gave him a Shalagrama Shila, Astamurti Shalagrama Shila, which he worshipped until he left the planet. He established 8 mats or temples for the glory of Udupi Krishna. In fact, it is said the Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya originates from Madhvacharya. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his followers thoroughly studied Madhvacharya's works before compiling their own philosophy. In fact, many of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teachings are from Madhvacharya. The Veda Abeda, Achintya Veda Abeda Tattva, it is actually Madhvacharya's teachings. Srila Goswami's Sandarbhas, they draw heavily from Madhvacharya's teachings. His Bhagavad Parya. Madhvacharya had 9 principles, and that is accepted by all Vaishnava Sampradayas. These 9 principles are: 1, Bhagavan Sri Krishna is the supreme absolute truth without a second. 2, he is the object of knowledge in all the Vedas. 3, the universe is real, Satyam, because the universe comes from a real person. The Mayavadis always say the universe is unreal. Everything is untruth. But that is not correct. The universe comes from a real person. That is Krishna. And therefore it is real. You can only say it is temporarily manifested. It is manifested for some time and withdrawn, and again manifested. So you cannot say it's unreal. It is real. The difference between Ishvara, Jiva, and Matter are real. There is always a difference between the Supreme Personality of Godhead and the living entity and matter. There is a difference. 5. Jivas are eternal servants of the Supreme Lord Hari. 6. There are 2 categories of jivas, Nitya Siddhas and Nitya Baddhas. Eternally liberated souls and eternally conditioned souls. 7. Liberation means attaining the lotus feet of Bhagavan Sri Krishna, engaging in the service of the Lord. 8. Pure devotional service to Krishna is the only way to attain liberation or freedom from samsara. 9. The truth may be known by pratyaksha, which is direct perception, anuman, inference or logic, or sabda, sound vibration, Vedic authority. So these are the 9 principles or 9 core teachings of Madhvacharya. And on this note, we shall bring the class to an end. The bell is telling us it's time. So maybe one question, one comment from anybody, please. You're welcome. Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, thank you for your class.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
My question is a collective question for all of the assembled devotees here. And that question is, we should be thinking what brought us to Krishna consciousness. And as time has gone by, we should know now that this is a progressive process that we achieve after Bahunam Janmanamante, after many births and deaths. We had been unsuccessful, and we now have this opportunity. And we have this opportunity because we have the Acharya who showed us the way in which we can all go back to Godhead. Now, if we study the activities of Srila Prabhupada, when he left India at an elderly age, about my age now, what did he take with him? He took knowledge. This knowledge he had to give to all of us in this material world. So, and at the same time, he was teaching by example that what we need to do in order for us to also go back to Godhead. And we know that Srila Prabhupada, materially speaking, he didn't take anything